Oh shit. Okay.
A leftist loudmouth.
What in English?
You're so clueless.
And so am I.
Apolitical. It's no politics or whatever.
In these times we live in, there are lots of people who run away from politics like you run away from a dumpster fire. And who can blame them? Nobody wants their hands dirty and things are doing well, right? This is fine. I'm fine. Totally fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Totally fine.
Out of sight, out of mind. Apolitical in good faith. They believe what they're doing, I guess.
And it's easy to get it. I get it. It's a tricky world out there, and it's hard enough just to get by. You know, to be bothered with those very polemic political stances that prove time and again that they get us nowhere. Or do they? So you're watching this video online.
Our world life isn't called the internet.
It was a hard day at work, or studying, or tending to the house, or dealing with your struggles. Your job has you exhausted. Your studies are uphill. Chores never end. Or your body just can't hold you. It sucks. Then come all of those professional intoxicators in the media, shouting all kinds of rhetoric, lies, half-truths and whatnot. They do make you dizzy with their constant yapping, with empty promises and tales of a world that is just the way it is. Nothing can change it, right? Or can we? Can anybody blame anyone for not wanting to get involved in this mess? Of course not. So in a way it's understandable that many people choose not to get involved and carry on with their lives at the best of their abilities. And so, the tale that says that the world is the way it is and nothing can change it fulfills itself. Nothing changes, the gate is kept.
Is apolitical? I mean, is the thing the same thing?
But what if apolitical is political? I mean, of course it is. Apparently some John Stuart Mill, not that it matters in this context, said this once.
Bad men need nothing more to compass their ends than that good men should look on and do nothing.
Again, John Stuart Mill, a liberal, not an example.
Dude?
No, not an example. I mean, yeah, I guess you're a product of your time, I guess. And of course, in a theoretical frame or of fantasy versions of time past, being apolitical could have actually been a stance devoid of a political position. Well, maybe. But no political framework exists outside the reality that surrounds it. And we all can agree that these times are, well, not the most peaceful ones, right?
Palestinians in Gaza aren't allowed to move between Palestinian territories except in rare medical cases.
So when we have class, trade and military wars raging worldwide like crazy, like woo! I mean, not that we can ignore them anymore, at least willingly. Concentration camps, the rise of openly neo-fascist politics worldwide, drone strikes. Did I continue? Well, when we are involved in that hot mess of a planet, how do you get to that proper apolitical zen? Sounds hard, doesn't it? Well, it is. The thing is, with the beast of capitalism wreaking havoc all over, finding this
Neutral stance
is difficult in the first place. Not to mention to sustain. That is, if you're being honest.
Center, the most delicate balance. Watch out, they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall there. Okay.
In a way, political ideas try to push societies in different and often opposite vectors. Like, we want less hierarchies. They want more. We want social justice. They say it's impossible. They want to commodify persons, and we go like, what the actual fuckery from hell is this shit? Apparently that makes us violent or something. The left. The real fascists. So when you declare yourself extracted from the streams of politics, you're either conceding all your political decisions to others, or you're in agreement that things are okay the way they are and nothing needs to change or whatever. You know, I'm doing well, so all is well. I'm fine. Totally fine. Don't mind the other people out there suffering systemic oppression. They don't exist. Or do we?
So, what's behind it? Have you taken a look?
If honesty is not your thing because you have serious business to do at the back of other people, then the apolitical stance, it's a perfect tool to maximize your profits. You don't want your victims, customers, messing around with complicated ramifications of actions that affect the commons, poking around and asking questions. Unions, too political. Surplus, what? Way too technical.
But comrade!
I know, comrade, I know.
I've always said it was best if we ground those ideas.
Uncle Ho!
Aye!
Oi!
Aye! Aye!
Oi! Business, the favorite right-wing politics activity closely followed by praying. It's all about finding ways for people to give their assets to you, often willingly, if not making people into commodities altogether. Anything goes in order to achieve your goals. Anything that questions those motives and dynamics is bad for business, and growth is the
ultimate meaning of life.
In this picture, being
Apolitical
accomplishes a great deal in deactivating both customers and human commodities in order to serve our Lord and Savior, the profit margins. If we talk about politics themselves, declaring yourself
Apolitical!
as a bad faith actor to help you score points against those who are politically positioned used to be a double-edged sword. But in the current times when attention spans are kinda short and apathy reigns, you can get away with it easily. There are many of these
apolitical support characters
in the far right, and also many very convenient
centrists
that help the
cause.
a great deal.
Oh, the radicalization of the youth.
The fascist Spanish dictator Francisco Franco used to say,
Como yo, y no se meta en política.
funny coming from an asshole who killed or imprisoned half of the population of his country and held power steadily for over 40 years. Quite apolitical, right?
And how come you're apolitical again? Just answer.
So for people like us who are extremely political, it's hard to fathom the very existence of these
apolitical
people. I mean, what kind of person would decide to retreat from the intricacies of social dynamics and become an apolitical actor? To lead a simple apolitical life? Well, it's tricky. On one hand, as we mentioned, politics tend to get muddy, and people are tired because the shitty capitalist world that we live in. But then again, should we change things so we're not so sick, tired, and depressed in the first place? Well, that's what politics are for, supposedly. Then there's the case of career politics. Meaning that if politics are all of those things that pertain to the commons, these fuckers pretend to do that when they're actually serving a set of corporations they call political parties. These companies have the goal of achieving power and stay there as long as possible to profit from the situation. As usual, it's a matter of business, not serving the people. But paradoxically, the latter is being said a lot of times. I mean, just to keep appearances, right? When the dominant mainstream idea of
politics
refers to these power plays and professionalized activities instead of the actual meaning of the word, it's very understandable that people want to stay away from it. I mean, I totally would, except that I want to actively fight it. But that's another story, isn't it? Of course, there's the kind of people that find themselves comfortable with the way things are. Or if they aren't, they fail to see the systemic improvements that we can make to have their situation, or everybody's situation for that matter, to improve. The trick is these people want to think themselves as apolitical when they're actually conservative, as in wanting to protect the structures and power balances just the way we are. Not like a rabbit or something like this. Confusing? Well, it's tricky. I told you. From this standpoint, it seems that all positions that claim to be
apolitical
are actually either actively conservative or at least playing unknowingly the conservative position. So if you fancy yourself to be one of these intellectual unicorns called
apolitical,
look no further. You're either clueless or at least an ass.
Smile a while, please do. So don't believe the things you hear.
Hole. I meant to say asshole.
apolitical.
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, really apolitical. What the actual fuck? This is a cover from a Spanish band called La Polla Records, and I'm just translated for you guys so you can get it, the message, because I think it's relevant to the video. So let's do this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. My grandpa used to be this angry old man. He worked his entire life, he was beaten up. Like every tired old man, he used to reminisce. And this is what he thought in very broad terms. Worst thing you can find in life is well-adjusted, responsible folks. Their brain is placed in their pockets. They're a bunch of fucking cowards. He used to say to me, never trust those soft-spoken, uncommon motherfuckers, because that call means they have assurance. And if they have assurance, who they're siding with, you can barely ever tell their intentions or their game. They just wanna be good slaves, so you know they're playing safe. And he shouted, workers of the world unite, could cut your balls, cause every of your children will be your masters, my holy ass way. Well, hello. Yeah, this is a shout out to Kevin Logan. He's awesome. I'm gonna do this part where, you know, I just pull up my Patreon list, Patreon list of the praise churches, and I read them out because they're awesome. So, like, I'm gonna thank all these people who are really nice, and they give me money and stuff, and they're really nice, and I'm really appreciating of what they're doing. So here they are, their names and stuff, and I hope you guys are getting your stickers. They're really awesome. I hope you like them, and I know some of you did, and they're nice, so appreciate it really. This is Inga Leonora is awesome, and Neko Nyoko, P.D. Maureen, they're awesome, and Stefan Bittner, and yeah, Alonso Munoz, they're kicking ass, and they're helping me out. And I'd like to ask you if you could do the same, if you have like some disposable income or things, and I'm gonna try and put a track of the ocean or something that is relaxing or something. It just says, if you could help me out. I'm very broke. I'm working my ass off, and I'm not getting paid. It's ridiculous. It's capitalism anyway. Whatever. So thank you all for helping. Please help me too if you people are into that kind of thing. And I hope you like this video. You can get to see them for free. I'm not, this is not a paywall. Or whatever. It's just you know what it is. It's sad. It's fucking sad. Bad for growth.